Guys, what is up? Pilot Manny here with the RC Plane Addict. I want to welcome you back to my channel and to my basement, a place where I get to share my passion and addiction and the cobwebs of this beautiful hobby. So today's super special. It's sort of like my birthday, and I got an awesome birthday gift I want to unbox that's sitting pretty on that table behind me. But even more impressive is that I get to share this passion with a friend live. Well, I guess live for me, but in real time with you guys. So I got subscriber Frank. He's a loyal and very dedicated friend and subscriber I've known for a very long time. And he's going to share the open unboxing with me. And this is super exciting because I never really do these things, but I definitely want to get into more of this, like, sharing my love with people and getting more people on the channel. So if you think this is for you, hit me up in the email. My email's in the description on my YouTube. And, if you want to join in on the fun, let me know and we'll get you going. All right, let's get into this unboxing. It's been a while since I've done an unboxing.
Yeah. Now I'm looking forward to this unboxing live. I usually see your videos and get to share sort of the enthusiasm of a kid in Christmas time, right? When you get that gift, and it's always fun to see other people unbox their stuff. It's you sort of see the smile or the smirk in their face, and they're really happy. So,
this is easily like adult Christmas is what we're looking at here. I mean, I don't know what else to equate this to. I mean, some guys get excited about other things, but this is definitely what gets my my blood going. So, what is the first thing we do when we get a box in the mail?
We check, inspect, and make sure any damages.
Yes, that is right. We gotta check and make sure that everything kind of looks, I guess, copacetic. So we got a little crinkle here. They turn it this way. We got a nice hole there. Looks like maybe the driver kind of put it on something sharp there in the corner. Turning it around, another little dent. Oh, that's a good one there. You see that one?
Oof.
I know that one's a little bit of an ouch. But you know what? I've done a bunch of these, and these boxes they don't look too pretty. But what I could tell you is on the inside of this is so much foam. There's more foam than plane in these boxes. It's really like it's like, what are they shipping? They're shipping me foam with my plane included.
There's more weight in foam than there is in the actual. Well, there's more weight in the packaging of the plane than there is the plane. Right.
It's like I want to say like the percentages have to be something crazy. It's got to be like what, 80% packaging and like 20% plane.
Yeah.
It's really crazy. All right. Let's get this knife in here nice and delicately.
Now imagine what kind of EDF you would need to lift all that weight up in the air. So luckily it's just 20%.
Right.
Of the weight, yeah.
Well, I mean, you got to imagine when the battery's in it and all the electronics are all hooked up. I mean, this thing is probably as heavy as it is in the box, right?
Yeah. Now let me ask you. I know this was a gift, so I don't know what. I did some research on the plane, but is there any other choices in the packaging of the plane, meaning ready to fly, almost ready to fly? Does it come as a kit?
Yeah, that's a really good question. To be quite honest with you, I wasn't even looking to see what my options were because I always gravitate towards the plug and plays. Like, I don't have like I told my my fan base, I don't really have a lot of these jets. And what I mean by that is I don't fly 80 millimeter EDFs, which is why I was very hesitant to let go of that Havoc, which is really the number 2 EDF that I have, second to my Avanti, and they're very expensive planes. So it's like I have a bunch of spare parts running around for all these like scratch builds that I have, but none of them are really going to be enough for this type of a plane, which is a sports model and a different class of its own, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So alright, so everything looks good thus far. I'm kind of just taking my time, and for those of you who don't know, this is the Sirius 80 millimeter EDF sport jet. Alright, let's get this out of here. We don't need that anymore. Adios. There it is. The box looks okay, pretty much intact. And this is a model brought to you by XFly. I don't know. Frank, do you know XFly at all?
Yeah, they are a new company that was just started. I'm not 100% sure, but they're less than a year or two. And this is, according to a lot of other YouTubers, this is a company made by hobbyists. So what you see here is a product that has a lot of input from the RC Plane community.
Oh, that's
a fairly new company.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that much. Yeah, I've never really heard of XFly. This is my first XFly model. I have FMS has been around for a while. Freewing has been around for a while. Everyone knows E-Flight. And even Arrows. Arrows is new to me too, and I have one of their models, the Husky. But yeah, I don't have any XFly models, so I'm a little interested to see how this one holds up. But there's a lot of really good reviews on it, and honestly, I haven't really seen anything bad said about this plane. So here are the specs. I don't know if you can see that, Frank. We got a 43-inch wingspan, or 1,100 millimeters. So it's it's definitely a good stretch. It's a nice long fuselage, 51 inches, or 12 millimeters. It looks like the flying weight's going to be 2560 grams. There's our 80 millimeter EDF with a 12 blade fan. Our motor is a brushless in-runner. It's a 3280, 2200 kV. Nice big ESC, dude. 100 amp ESC with a 5 amp BEC. That's serious. I love that. So this thing could take a lot of juice. There's my CG. We'll look at that later. We got a flying duration of 4 to 8 minutes. You ever seen anything like that on an EDF? 4 to 8 minutes?
No.
Never have I seen something like that. I mean, we're talking about 3.5 minutes, maybe 4 minutes, but 4 to 8?
Yeah, I would imagine that the this being sort of a sportier EDF, I think there's going to be a lot of floating. I see that the wings are more not sweat. They don't have a aggressive angle of attack. So I think those wings are going to help it produce a lot of lift and a lot of stable flight. So I think that's where if you manage your throttle, you're going to get that 8 minute easily.
So we got some servos. We got 5 13 gram digital metal servos. Those are big.
Oh, yeah.
We got 3 9-gram digital servos. I mean, like, the standard servo for me is 9 gram. That's what you're gonna find in pretty much anything I build. But to have,
I wonder if the 9 grams are gonna be used mostly for the tail surfaces, since they don't carry such a heavy load, like let's say the rudder, versus the 13 grams might be holding more authority in the aileron, or maybe even the gearing.
Yeah, maybe.
The landing gears.
We got electric retracts. Trailing link suspension is going to be great on grass. That's what I love. Literally, it says it. Struts for grass operation. God love that. Wing tip lights, which are awesome. I didn't know it had lights on it. This is cool. They're starting to put these main wiring boards in now. I think it's just making it so much easier to kind of set up your plane. So you kind of just like put everything down into this board. But on the same token, I feel like if that board goes... you lose everything, right? It's a 6-channel, and it's definitely for the intermediate or advanced pilots. Here's your recommended battery: 4,000 to 5,000 milliamp hour, 6-cell, and we're looking at anything that's greater than or equal to 35C. And it says if using the battery of discharge rate more than 100C, please use the 120 amp ESC instead.
Wow.
What kind of plane has 120 amp ESC?
Wow, yeah, that's a lot. But it comes with a 100 amp ESC, and I think the average hobbyist is not going to be wanting to discharge their batteries so fast, so quick. I mean, that's going to put a lot of heat into the ESC and a lot of wear and tear on the motor, I would suspect.
So it says here, the Sirius possesses stable flight attitude to easily deliver the F3A aerobatic capabilities. Isn't F3A a class in sport jets that they use for like competitions?
I'm not sure.
I've
I'm
heard
not
that
sure.
before. I think that's what that is. A good choice for enthusiasts who enjoy high-speed or aerobatic flights, but also excellent trainer EDF with fantastic performance. So that's interesting that they would put that because they on the other side it said recommended intermediate to advanced, but on this side it says trainer. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. You know what I think is pretty cool though? That this bad boy comes with a magnetic nose, and I think that that's like so key with these jets that have that like sharp profile that go to that nose. I mean, like if your fuselage is one piece and that nose gets busted, it just destroys everything. But if the nose can break easily, that's really where it's at.
Isn't that what the Avanti also has?
Yeah, the
magnetic
Avanti has
nose?
has a breakaway nose. That's why I call it a breakaway nose. But yeah, it's a breakaway nose. All right, let's get this thing out of the box. I think it's been in here long enough, shall we?
I think it's a good trend that the hobby will go to where they have sort of like, sort of the aesthetics of the plane being the nose on a magnet. Because, I mean, a lot of these, you could encounter a bad landing or so, and the first thing to normally get crinkled and ugly is your nose.
It's your nose, right? It's your nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good to have something that accessibility, which you can just take one off, and even if you need to replace it, you can replace a simple nose.
All right. So it looks like the first things we're gonna get to are right here on the top. What do we got here? See, I love that these guys include Velcro. I mean, like, I find so many of my planes when I open them up without Velcro, and I'm like, just include Velcro. It's not much more than, whatever. So that's cool. At least they were thinking there, right? It looks like right on the top of the box we got some of the wings here. Let's get this bad boys out.
I see the landing gear.
Yeah, right there on the bottom, nice and cradled inside of the wing, right? Like an insert there. Oh, I love this. This is so cool. They covered the wingtips with like this nice little soft cloth. So that's a hard foam, and I like that this is all kind of like just covered over with that plate. I hope the grass doesn't tear it off. Looks like some of the decals coming up a little, but we can push it back down. It's nice.
Hold on. And I don't know, maybe the fuselage might not have the included wheel covers, so those wheels might be exposed in mid-flight, meaning even when the wheel's retracted, you still will be able to see the actual wheel.
Hey, you want to see something cool? Check this out. Look at the pocket on that surface. Can you see it?
Oh, nice. Yes, nice.
Isn't that cool?
That is nice.
Look at that. Look how cool that is.
Those are those hinges you talk about.
They look like nylon hinges inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, like looking into the light, I see like 1, 2, 3, and 4 of them on the ailerons. I can't see any of them there. I'll put this up to the light. It looks like there's carbon fiber tubing running throughout it. There's like one here. Looks like there's one up here. Oh, check this out. Wing connectors. How cool is that?
Oh, wow. So that should include the retracts,
yeah,
and the lights.
Yeah, the retracts, the lights, and all of the flight surfaces. So you don't have to worry about, it's a little foam in there. I got to pick that out. But yeah, you don't have to worry about like wiring everything. This goes in and out. So easy to take apart. That's nice. That's really cool. I like that.
It is. That's pretty cool. And you know what? I could see where this would be an advanced plane where you have to have a lot of throttle just right off the bat, because just the wings look pretty short. They look pretty short and stubby. I don't know. What do you think, Pilot Manny?
I mean, they are definitely short. Like, if I compare this to the Havoc, they're not only about as long, which is not very much, but they're not as wide either. So,
yeah.
But also, it may not matter depending on how heavy this model is. Remember, like, it's all proportional to weight, right? So
Yeah, that's true.
if the plane itself is light, it doesn't need a large wing.
True. But still, we were carrying what, a 6L, or you're gonna put a 6L in there, so.
So yeah, it'll be running a 6L, and right now I only have 4,000 milliamp packs. I actually have to get a new one. Did I tell you one of my packs went dead on me?
Oh no, you did not.
Yeah, and I had to find that out the hard way with the Avanti on takeoff. And yeah, that I know now what happens to my packs if I run them down like to 3% and don't charge them right away. I start killing the cells. That's what happened there. So lesson learned.
Well, I was always taught that when you drain your battery, when you exceed the limit, sometimes to bring it back up, you have to trickle charge very slowly. Otherwise, you risk damaging the cells.
Look how beautiful.
But wow, what a beauty.
Look at how beautiful that fuselage is.
Wow.
Is that not amazing? Look at that, with the pilot and everything. Look at how awesome that is.
Yeah.
So clean.
The paint looks great.
So clean.
On this plane.
Look at this.
Wow.
Looks like it's got a little bit of cheater ducting on the bottom there. But I don't blame it because look at how thin that inlet is.
Well, also, there's an inlet in towards the back of the fuselage.
There's cheaters here. There's cheaters on the bottom, and then but the ducting is very, very narrow in the front there. I don't know if you can see that. That's crazy. That's crazy small. Out of the jets, the Avanti and the and the Havoc, this is the smallest intake out of both of them. So yeah, it's gonna need a lot of air to be pushing that 80 millimeter. That's beautiful.
Wow, yeah, it is really nice.
So there's
looks beautiful too.
So there's plastic here that house the front retract, and that's in there pretty well. I mean, it really sinks in deep. The only thing I'm a little worried about is, with those front retracts, I like to brace them, but when the retract falls back instead of falling forward, it's hard to brace.
Yeah.
Like the Avanti, you could brace because it falls forward and not backwards.
Is that wheel well all plastic, all inside, or is it?
No, it's foam. It's just a plastic wrap, and then the well itself is foam.
Wow, I think that's because then the landing strut is more attached and supported by the foam.
On the inside though, it looks like there is a plastic insert there's a plastic insert that everything is mounted to inside of the foam, but it's not very big.
And that does look like a 9-gram servo, does it? Or is
it the steering is a 9-gram servo, and it has I don't know if you can see on the inside there's like this little, I hate these things. They're like guides for the steering rod to hold them straight, and I find that they're just so weak. So I've made new ones by bending wire and kind of just wrapping them in and then hot gluing it in place, and they work so much better than these little plastic elbows that are in the, I don't know, not the finest point in this model, but you know what? I don't have to glue on the vertical stab, so that looks good. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Keep it going. Oh, what do you think these guys are?
Those are stabilizers in the back, rear stabilizers, similar to what they put on F-16s.
Yeah, they're the ventral fins. The ventral fins, right? They go underneath. The Havoc has it, and I'm not certain if the Avanti has it. Here's a bag of goodies. Looks like a bunch of machined nuts there, and then there's a nose cone. That looks nice. So that's a plastic tip.
No, that's good.
Yeah, and this is, I'm not certain I like this so much though. It still looks like I would have liked this to have been flush with the magnet right there, as opposed to pocketed.
Yeah, I see what you mean, but I will see that will hold it so much more in place.
I don't know about that. There's a bit of play here.
Oh boy.
It's in there, but I'm still kind of working it back and forth.
Is it like a rare earth magnet or just
yeah, they're just a
magnetized?
Yeah, just a magnet, rare earth, I think. Anyways.
All right.
Anyway, any
That's
details,
snappy, so.
details. All right. Stop nitpicking here. It's a bunch of old men. Yes. Model comes with a book. You don't have to download your book. So that's good. We're still killing trees for the old guys.
Old men don't know what computers are anymore, right? So why download? Just give me a piece of paper.
Listen, it's been a while since I've been to the library to use a computer, so I don't know how I'm gonna download anything anymore.
Luckily, we're not dealing with dial-up anymore. You know.
I also like how there's pictures, because picture books are way better.
Yes.
In my personal opinion. Oh man.
Hey, your cat is making a cameo today.
Well,
so.
she can't be. Oh, so okay. Vertical, horizontal stabs and the elevators with independent servos.
Is that a carbon fiber rod I see there or no?
Yeah, it sure is. There's a carbon fiber rod that runs right through. Yep. So it probably slots in like that. Yeah, that's nice and stiff. And then again, it's got that like nice pocketed. No, this one actually doesn't. It still has the hinges, the nylon hinges, but it's not as flush to it as the ailerons and the flaps are.
It's more of a traditional hinge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
Looks like we got some carbon fiber tubes here. Not one, but two of them. So I guess this is for the horizontal, right?
Yeah, those are the horizontals.
And this will be the wing.
The wing.
Yeah, this will be the wing.
And that's it.
And it looks like that's it. I mean, like, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Look, I mean, there's nothing to it. There's just a few simple parts, and that's really all there is to it. It doesn't even look like I'm gonna need glue. It looks like I'm just gonna need like a wrench and what. And I'll just be able to screw this. Yeah, I'll be able to screw this thing in. So what do you think? What are your thoughts?
It looks nice. I mean, from what I can see here, it looks really, really nice. The landing gear is what worries me the most on these planes overall, especially if you have a rough landing. Like you said, the Avanti has that gear set up, and that's what I don't get. This is not modeled after any other plane. It resembles a trainer, like a Tiger Shark. I think it's a T-38 Tiger Shark trainer, but you're not modeling a plane after any other plane, so it's not you're not scaling anything. So why go with a conventional or that type of setup on the nose gear? They should lean more towards having a nose gear more like the Avanti setup. I think that's going to make it for better longevity on the landing gear. And I think a lot of the problems on the field with these EDFs end up being because of weak, poor designed landing gears. But other than that, it looks like a nice EDF. Definitely looks fast just sitting there.
It looks very. It is by far the slimmest profile fuselage out of my entire stock. I mean, this is like a missile with wings when looking at it. That's what this looks like to me. It's like a missile with wings, and mind you, this has the same motor size as the Avanti and the Havoc, and they are much wider and broader jets than this. So I can't even imagine the speed that this sucker's gonna get.
Oh yeah, it does have a fast looking presence to it.
Super fast profile, for sure.
And I don't know. I don't know. The paint looks like it soaked in well into the way it was painted. From this point of view, it looks great. I don't know if it will translate into video.
No, the paint job is very well done. I'm not seeing any flakes or anything that of the nature. I am gonna check out the inside of the fuselage. We haven't checked that out yet. So it's got like a latch and pin system, which is pretty good. Yeah, this all looks nice. And on the inside, we have some wood on the bottom there, and it looks like an EC5 connector.
Nice.
Um, Here are all of the wires for the, yep, that go right into my receiver. And then look, they put a nice little platform up here for, I guess, the receiver itself, right? Just to get out of the way. And then, so here's where, okay, so they never put the Velcro down on the base. So I guess that's why they gave me the Velcro to lay the Velcro down itself. But everything else is nice. I mean, even like the wiring from the nose is nice and channeled into the foam itself. It's not like, in the way, and they ran it nicely down underneath, and then out through here. So it's all just, it's very clean. I mean, the only thing I'm gonna have to do is maybe like just zip tie the wires together once they're into the receiver, and it should be very, very clean. Like, that's the other thing like I really hate about some models. Like, everything is just so the wiring is so messy. Like, it looks like a bee's nest whenever you like open them up. But this is, I love how everything is just so clean in there, and it's a huge cavity. It's great. I mean, like, let me get a battery just to show you how it's gonna fit.
Also, you have to mention the connector on the interface connectors at the wing. I think that's so nice and clean. It's just, I imagine that you have to be good when meshing up that connector. When you put the wings, you mesh up that connector nice and tight. But that is nice and clean. I like that.
It's very clean. It's very clean. And it's got a double strap, 2 beefy straps in there. And look at this. I mean, that's a 6L4000. It's plenty of space.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Easy in and easy out. It's perfect. I love that. So I'll just have to balance the plane once I have everything all wired up. And just so you know, I'm going to be using the Admiral Stability Plus. So this is a 6-channel receiver with a 3-axis gyro in it, with combo modes. So I think the combination I'm going to run on this is going to be gyro on and that oh crap button, right? That recovery mode. So the good thing about this is that it works on the gear channel, and it also mixes with my knob on the NX8, so I can adjust the gains manually right from my remote. So it's almost like turning it off if I turn it all the way down, and having it on if I turn it all the way up. So that's nice, and it comes with double-sided tape, so I can just stick it right down when I'm ready for it. It's perfect.
Now I have a question for you because I can't really see it. So from going back to the connectors, you have the connector interface between the wing and fuselage. After the connector goes into the fuselage, the wiring, does it go back to a traditional servo-like wiring, or is it do you have? What I'm trying to get at is, if I wanted to do some mixing where I wanted
Can you see inside? Can you see inside the fuselage?
A bit, yeah, I could.
There's the board there. The board is right down there. And then all of the wires here are split to go into your receiver. So you have flaps, you have rudder, you have elevator, gear, and ailerons. And it looks like there's only one aileron wire. So you can't have. So I think this is answering your question. You cannot have your ailerons on separate channels because there's only one channel coming out of that board for your ailerons.
That's what I was hoping that was the case.
Yes, that's the case. That's the case. And in the board, it looks like if I wanted to, I guess if I really wanted to, I could kind of like drill, unscrew that, take it apart, and then I could probably just wire it traditionally if I really wanted it to. And that's not a hard thing. That's not a hard thing to do because that's just, 2 small Phillip heads holding in those leads there. So that's not a big deal to do. But out of the box, no, you cannot set the ailerons in separate channels for an 8, I guess an 8 or a 10 channel receiver, right? Because this is already requiring all 6 channels.
Yep.
And I only bought a 6-channel receiver, so it doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, if you wanted like crazy mixings, like Crow or I don't know, not spoilerons, but I guess like full flap or full span ailerons, right, where the flaps move with the ailerons, or even getting into like reflex, where you have spoilerons. Yeah, you can't do that with this setup.
Wow. Oh. All right. I guess it's limited on its setup then. So I guess as a trainer in the going into the market of EDFs, I think this is an appropriate plane in that sense.
Yeah, but it's you gotta admire it for its simplicity. I mean, that's really what it's all about. Like, you got guys buying jets, like this type of jet. They're not buying it to customize. They're buying it just to get it in the air. 20 minutes, put it together, slap a battery in, and you're flying.
Yeah, that's true.
That's really what this is about. It's intermediate, and then like they said, the beginner pilot. So, I mean, no big deal.
Now I ask you this, not knowing, but is it a budget friendly plane, or is it?
So it's on sale right now. I think it came in at like $350. Don't quote me on that, but I don't know if that's budget friendly or not. I consider it budget friendly when compared to like models from Horizon, like the E-Flight models. Definitely budget friendly, but it was a little more expensive than the Avanti, but cheaper than the Havoc, I guess. But they don't even sell the Havoc anymore. So I guess if you were to buy an 80mm model, any other ones, they would definitely be more expensive. This is, yeah. So as far as like your budget goes, and for what you're getting, this is I think of great value.
Now, my main question is, or what I was wondering is, where are those 13-gram servos? Are they in the V-Tracks then?
Okay.
Because
so 13-gram servos. That looks like that could be one. This looks like it could be another. I mean, these are pretty big. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe in the manual it says where they are. Let's see. Let's go to the picture book, shall we?
Yay! Bring your crayons, boys and girls.
Stay in the lines, everyone. Stay in the lines. Oh my god. Let's see. These are all the specs. The channels, the recommended battery, where we went through all that nonsense. Usually there's like a parts page, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's the wiring board connection diagram. That's pretty interesting.
That is, I seen something similar to that a while ago for, I believe it was for like a P. One of our RC friends, Pilot Rich, had, I believe a P-59 Mustang, and it had a circuit board, but it was for the lighting. It wasn't for controls, it was for the lighting. So it's good the hobby's going into a modular, getting away from the modular situation and putting in these PCB boards to simplify things, I guess.
So it looks like one of the 13 grams are in the ailerons. Because it's reversed. One's a reversed and the other one's reversed. So, yeah. And I think those are the bigger ones, yeah.
Oh, okay. That one makes sense. There's a lot of wing loading on on that surface, so you need ailerons that are responsive and they can take the wing load.
I like that they're using Skywalker ESCs. Those are really good. Those are really good ESCs.
Yeah.
I have one in the Husky when I upgraded it to a 6-cell system.
Nice.
And that's the way to go, man. That's the way to do it.
Can you show me down the tube at the rear end? I want to see the I think it says 12-bladed fan, so that's gonna be a very whiny, high pitch.
No, not at all. The 12 blades are actually more of a whoosh. They sound great. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. Wow. Whoa, okay. I wonder what the ESC is.
So it looks like the ESC is actually up high, because the wiring goes up. Yeah, the wiring goes up, so it looks like it might be above it. Probably inside here, but it's kind of weird because usually you can access everything through the belly, and then there's the access port there. So maybe the ESC is down in here as well. Yeah, you know what? I bet you it's down in here. I'm trying to see.
Yeah, get some air in there. And I also noticed in the back at the exit, sort of how the nozzle is cupped inside. Is that plastic or is that foam at the end?
You can see the ESC through the vents a little bit. It's actually on the up here, up in the top, like I said. So it's up in here somewhere, but you can access it through here. Yeah. What were you saying?
The back end of the back end there, the nozzle looks like it's is it molded foam?
It's plastic.
Like that?
This is plastic. This is a plastic insert.
Nice.
There's a plastic insert right here, and then this is wrapped in plastic, and then the tube itself is foam. Yeah, but the back end is plastic. That's pretty cool.
I like that. If you think about it.
No, I like that.
You know when you have those rough landings where you sort of bounce and sometimes you get a tail strike.
Oh, absolutely.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, no, the whole thing is pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think we can end the video there for the unboxing. What do you think?
Yeah, great. I think we got enough details there on it.
I'm not gonna bore you guys with the build. There's plenty of build videos out there, but I thought this was fun to share with Frank and with you guys. So I really hope you like this. As always, if you like these types of videos, feel free to subscribe. I know it was a little bit of a longer one, but you know what? I was really excited, and I know Frank loved seeing this stuff. So, you know what? It's a win-win-win. Win-win-win-win. I don't know. Anyways, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Share with your friends. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't done so yet, because we're keeping it rolling, man. Anyways, thanks a lot, guys. Peace.